Hello guys and welcome back to Planet 40k, the Necron channel, and it's only a small video. A couple of things. First of all, there's an announcement. Second of all, there's a little bit of information in regards to when the Necron Codex is going to be coming out for 10th edition. So as for the announcement, we've got our Space Marine channel which is now live. So there'll be a link in the video description down below, or video link in the comment. You know what I'm talking about. In the top right of the screen, whatever side that is. I always get this wrong. That side? Russian roulette this, that way, right. There'll be a link for the Space Marine channel. We've got the Tyrannus channel, we've got the Space Marine channel. So if you could kindly subscribe to all the channels, that would be fantastic to help support the channel. And if you are, of course, interested in Space Marines or Tyranids, even better. But yeah, so when we're on that channel, we're going to be doing this, and we're going to be going blue for Space Marines. But right now we're on the Tyranids. No, we're not on the Tyranids channel. We've messed it up. We're on the Necrons channel. And we have an announcement in terms of the Codex release for 10th edition. So what they've suggested, what they've said in the article is in the summer, they're going to be releasing, of course, 10th edition. So we're talking sort of July, late July, I reckon, 10th edition will begin. Autumn, they're releasing the first of the Codexes, which will be the Tyrannus Codex and the Space Marine Codex. So two of the armies that I've just opened channels for. So that's going to be a ton of work in the autumn. Probably the wrong time to open a Space Marine channel, or the right time if you look at it in another way. But yeah, that's going to be autumn. Now Necrons, that's what you're waiting for. Necrons is going to be, it's unfortunate, it's going to be the winter 2023. So we're looking at sort of December time. That's not a good thing. It's very early into the edition, just like it was in 9th edition. And as we know, there's a few reasons why that's bad. One for me and one for everybody. But the reason for everybody is Codex creep is always a thing, isn't it? When you're one of the first codexes, all the other codexes will creep upon you, because whether it's because the game developers and creators kind of work out a better way to play the game and a better rules format, they start to give new codexes those rules, whereas they don't give us, or the starter codexes, they don't give them those rules. For example, those Doomsday Arcs getting D6 damage, whereas later codexes were getting D6 plus 3, D3 plus 3, and all that kind of jazz. That's just one small example. Of course, they could amend it with the data sheets, the balanced data slates, and the meta watches and stuff, but they just didn't seem to do it once they've given us a huge release with Necrons. But it's also not good for me, because being so close to the launch of 10th edition, it means I'm going to be doing a ton of work, as I mentioned. Tyranids, Space Marines, and Necrons. That's all going to be this year. All three of those codexes coming out this year. The actual edition itself is coming out. So 10th edition as a whole is going to be coming out. So I've got to do a lot of stuff. And then once that all dies down and everyone sort of works out how to play Necrons, it's going to be a bit harder for me. So I would rather it have came out sort of summer 2024, to be honest with you. Would have given a bit more time to just play with the index, and then wow, we've got a new codex next summer. That would have been how I prefer. But hey, I'm not in control of those things, am I? But yeah, announcement for the Space Marine channel and an announcement for the Necrons Codex release date with the roadmap. There are some more factions in this roadmap. For example, in spring 2024, we got Dark Angels, Orcs, the Custodes, Tau, and Chaos Space Marines. They're coming out 2024 spring. In fact, Adeptus Mechanicus is also coming out in winter, in case you're wondering about that. There will be more, but they'll be coming out later on, so you'd imagine summer onwards next year for any factions that I've not mentioned so far. So guys, just a little update. Thank you all for watching, and remember to subscribe to the Space Marine channel. I'll see you in the next one.